Now, before getting deep into the topic of the performance, let us first get ourselves very clear with the idea of promisor and promisee. Who is a promisor? Who is a promisee? Now, I have given you an example here. There are two persons, Ramesh and Rajesh. Ramesh and Rajesh enter into a contract wherein Ramesh sells his house to Rajesh for rupees 1 lakh. Now, who do you think is the promisor here? Who do you think is the promisee here? Look, there are two persons, Ramesh and Rajesh. Ramesh will be giving his house to Rajesh, and in turn Rajesh will be giving some money to him, which is 1 lakh rupees. Now we see that there is a contract here. A contract has been made. Now these two parties who make a contract, who of them is the promisor and who of them is the promisee? To understand this, we have to break this contract into two parts. Now the two parts are giving of the house and giving of the money. When the house is transferred, that is our first leg. When the money is paid, it is our second leg. So for the first leg, where the house is transferred, now who's transferring it? Ramesh has promised that he will transfer it. He will transfer the house. So he becomes the promisor, and consequently Rajesh becomes the promisee. So for the first leg, which is transferring of house, who is the promisor? Ramesh is the promisor. And for the second leg, which is payment of money, who is the promisor? Rajesh is the promisor. And who is the promisee? Here Rajesh is the promisee, and here Ramesh is the promisee. So when the person who performs his promise, we call that person as the promisor. Here Ramesh, in the first leg, Ramesh is performing his promise, so he becomes the promisor. In the second leg, we can see that Rajesh is completing his promise. He is fulfilling his promise. He is meeting his promise. So he becomes the promisor there, and consequently, as a result, Ramesh becomes the promisee. So this was about promisor and promisee. Promisor is the person who promises or who performs his promise.